us? The bully?
Yeah, the bully.
It's double two time. This Blacshēp podcast. You on the bully, man. And my brother,
V.
G the Gawd. Where you get that name from?
Yo, honestly, I stole it from C the God. I just thought that was dope back then.
Yeah, shit like that. Yeah, man, I'm glad you pull up on you last minute. I was trying to save you for next season, but I be trying to bounce back and forth between males and females. So I don't want to keep, you know what I'm saying? So we want to give a little balance. You know what I mean? Giving both perspectives, male one time or female one time, just bouncing back and forth. So,
It's always good for that.
yeah, they got the rugrats running around.
Definitely do. My little demons.
Yeah. I love the kids, man. Double love the kids.
I be love the kids.
For sure. Alright, it ain't really specifically in order, man. It's kind of just, you know, when people come on Blacshēp podcast, I usually know the people. You know what I mean? For now, you know, season 1, I did all my family and friends, comrades, I did business with, kept it like that. But as far as like, man, you know, we go way back. So everybody be always trying to introduce me to you. I'm like, nigga, every time I meet somebody, you like, you know, bro? I'm like, yeah, I know this nigga, man. I'm tired of meeting people trying to introduce me to this nigga over my whole life. I know this nigga.
For the longest.
For a real long time. You one of the first people I met from Plainfield.
Oh, God.
Like, these one of the safest places to cop weed at back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Like, no issues.
Shout out to Chris, shout out to B, man. Chris and B, that's like how I came to see Vaughn coming over here.
Be my left hand man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Be my guy, man. I mean, yeah, B was really like one of the first people I met and hung out with coming out this way. And then Chris, you know, they was like the people that took me around so I could know this area, a lot of this stuff. Because I ain't know where to go. Everywhere I'm going, they jumping on my ass.
I had no directions to go.
Well, I ain't know where it was safe to be at. It wasn't safe back then for a guy like me, man. But luckily, I gotta have people like you around. A few other people that, you know, bumped into along my journey that just made it alright for me. You feel me? You was definitely one of the people. And when I used to find out you be enough, I'm like, hey, you was partying and shit.
Yeah.
Partying. That's how you met like my cousin and all them. I used to like, yo, how you know all these people?
I ain't been in interviews. Yeah, the party scene was crazy back then.
Yeah.
Before these,
Yeah, all on the set. We on camera, ladies.
Hey, listen, it's okay.
Hey, look.
Right, ladies, look. I'm finished playing. Daddy doing something, okay? I'll be done in a second, okay?
Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. They ain't about to play less, right?
Word.
Yeah, we on the set.
We on the set, lady.
Right?
Yes, ma'am. Hold on, okay? Just wait
Right.
for a second.
So I put on the first on the list is the Army, bro. Like, you know, maybe people don't know that. You feel me? I ain't know that about you because I probably was in my little negative years of my life ripping around the streets. So around that time, I don't think I met you before the Army. I might have met you when you came out because that's when you had like the crew cut and stuff a lot.
Yeah, see,
So,
I went,
what years was that?
so I graduated officially from Plainfield High School, but I went to the military school down at Fort Dix.
Yeah.
Graduated from that in 06.
I was at Fort Dix. And continue on. That's crazy.
I did that 06, enlisted. Then I went down to basic training in 07.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
that was still in the early years. Yeah.
It might have been. Nah, so I'd have met you before that. Then I met you before when you was like high school, for sure. Definitely sure high school. And then I didn't know you. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna say I met you. I used to see you before all the time. And then after when you came back, that's when we.
That was the time. That era right there was different.
Yeah, so, you know, I'm keeping my eyes on the kids too. Then we got a couple eyes on the kids, you feel me? And it's people around. Don't think we just, you know what I'm saying? It's people around. And,
yeah, it's just, you know, Vaughn love the kids, especially his own kids. So, you know, we got to keep my eye on them.
Let's get to this big ass family y'all got at fucking Plainfield, yo. What the hell's going on here?
Yo, see?
Yo, I be saying, yo, I got a cousin over here. That's my sister. I'm like, your sister?
You know how when you go to certain towns, it's like, yo, this family connected to this family, everybody linked in, everybody.
Yeah.
We really a big network family out here. Like, everybody related to somebody. Somehow, marriage, blood, everybody related. So, whenever you see me, somebody might run up to me like, yo, cousin, I'll be like, you know, I might not know that person right now, but, you know, family reunions come around.
So how many siblings do you have?
Me personally, I have four that I really like grew up with
Okay.
by through my mother.
Biological.
Then,
That's how they say it, right?
yeah, biological. Then I have other biological. Then I have siblings through my biological father.
Okay.
So I got another 5 siblings.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's any more, but the ones that I know of.
Papa was a Rolling Stone.
You feel me? Swear to God, he was. But 4. God rest my brother Sue. He passed away in 21.
So R.I.P. to your brother.
Yeah, so in total, you might as well say about 9 siblings.
9 siblings. That's a lot. All right. I got what? I think I got
Come here.
like I got a few. I have a little brother and a little sister, and a little sister from like my mother. I got a little sister, and then from my stepmother, from my father. That's another 2. I understand how that goes.
Yeah, when you got a nice little crowd, as long as you're not like the only sibling, you'll feel some love.
I think it's beautiful, you know, even however they come, you know, when they here, man. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna get into all that. So let's something like we're gonna start with like the East End. Like what do you consider this in?
See, this is
Because this I'm gonna say I see we named it just the bully, you got to shit on it, but what is this? Like this ain't considered no end, man.
all right. So Park Ave really splits the East and West. If you don't know, if you're not from Plainfield, or if you're from Plainfield and don't know this, Park Avenue splits the East End and the West End. So anything on the east side, anything on this side of Park Avenue is the East End. Anything on that side is the West End.
So what is this
Right
end?
now, we're on the East End, but we're
Okay.
close to South Plainfield. So
Alright,
So,
so Southeast.
we in the burb. We're on the burb side. We in the
It's
burb.
nice,
side.
it's nice over here, man. I always liked it over here. Safe.
Yeah.
Secure.
Safe and secure.
You come on this block, man. You might can't come off the block.
This
Like,
is
that's
just like Seth.
I look at it like this, man. Like this is a home, man. This is a safe place, safe haven for your family, your parents.
Not even that. Like them days back. Anybody, friends, everybody, you come over here and vibe, chill.
Yeah, I definitely got that vibe. Yeah.
Man, anybody can pull up. This block used to be full of cars.
Yeah.
Everybody outside chilling.
I used to come. It's like it was like a nice little pull-up
Safe
spot.
haven.
Nice. It was nice. Yeah.
That's all
Link up. I like it over here, man. I like the guys that I used to know over here. I don't know a lot of them at, you know. All right, let's talk. So the East End. So this is not. So the East End.
It's because
This part. So you grew up on the East End too, or your siblings grew up on the East End?
Yeah, my siblings grew up on the East End.
Mostly.
Yeah.
And you grew
Majority.
up mostly.
I'm like split because I was born on Prescott, on the West.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up over there up until
All right, so get into the West End.
So the West End, I grew up on Prescott, please. So
So that ain't like over here.
Nah.
Or the East End.
the West End is the hood. I mean, the East End is the hood too, but the West End is like your projects, you know what I'm saying, like the gritty side. That's what that is.
Got it. So you call it the number blocks in the PJs.
That's
you know?
exactly, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what we would consider the West End.
Okay. West End. Any other experiences on the West End? Because you said up to like about 10, so that's pretty much, is that it?
Well, nah, cause my stepfather, he from the project. So
Okay.
I was down that area also.
So like even though the projects is like kind of on the borderline, that's still considered West End, but it ain't like West.
No,
as far as
that's like
West.
the beginning of the West.
That's like it.
Like the project would be the beginning of the West End. Then you go down.
That's
past
further west.
That's
Real
going
west.
End.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, that's a nice little breakdown. Man. Now we about to really get serious, you know. I was putting off on doing yours because we know each other real personally. So the conversations could get real deep without even knowing it. And I don't think people realize that, you know, a lot of the people I had on, yo, can you take that part out? You feel what I'm saying? Like, and I usually don't do it, but for my loved ones, I would. Like if it was a stranger, I probably wouldn't have did it.
Yeah, right.
But since it's my loved ones, I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable because they was vulnerable with me, and we might have been drinking, or we might have just been having a moment between us, and then we end up sharing it too much public.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm on. Like that's why I start podcasting with people I know, because I'm like, it's easy with people.
With other people that you got a connection with. Real.
So now we about to get real deep. We're gonna get into, you know, you mentioned your brother. So we're gonna get into losing a sibling, you feel me, right? And then get into like your brother, period, like how you feel about him. I see he was very loved, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you know, he went out, you know, like the way, you know, he was honored. You know, so I didn't know him personally. I seen him around. No, I just never had no. I wouldn't even know he was your brother. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even know.
A lot of people didn't know that.
So, but what I will say is, from the response of the people after his passing, it's beautiful. So that's how I know he was a loved person. From my perspective, I'm like, dang, who is this guy? Why is everybody, that everybody don't get represented like that?
Nah.
You feel what I'm saying? So he had to be a good dude. You feel me? That's how I judged off how the people.
Because he started even like young. Like he started was working with the kids in the little summer programs that they had.
Yeah, so that's beautiful. I see that, and that stuff's still going too, right?
Yeah.
So look, get into
that with the marriage.
Let's not get into actual losing a sibling, right?
Yeah.
And then get into your brother.
So losing a sibling is like one of the top scariest fears in the world. Because that's someone especially someone you grew up with, same room. You kind of bred because you're the older sibling, like me speaking because I'm the elder sibling. So that was like my first brother.
Yeah.
So I got to move, play ball with him, do things with him. And to lose someone that was that close to you, it's like words can't explain that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's beyond losing a friend.
Feel like you lost you.
Yes.
You lose a piece of you.
A whole piece of you.
Yeah. So how is that, like, mental health wise, like just being strong? Did your brother have kids?
No, he didn't.
Well, no. So that's he didn't get he didn't really get a chance to leave his legacy behind.
He did, and that kind of
hurts.
Yeah, that's another thing
you sold your Roy oats.
You know what I'm saying? He did that for me right there. He said, yo, I couldn't have one.
Double time.
Take it.
Yeah, double time.
He said, take these.
So like we got into losing it, the mental health of it. Like it's kind of hard to deal with. So it's like
every day, every second.
Even when you get over it, do you feel like you get over it?
No.
Okay.
Some people, everybody's different. You can't speak for anybody else, but for me per se, nah, it won't get easier because this is something that also happened years prior to a cousin of mine. Okay? So it's like a PTSD thing for me.
So he played ball. Like get into like his ball and talk about his program because is it still running? I know you got like something that's due annually for him or something like that.
Yeah, so we do a Dijon Allen Jordan basketball tournament annually around the Memorial time. So it's around May, the first week of May.
Okay.
Every year, we do that. We have a foundation in his name also.
That's beautiful.
We're working on getting a building. So the kids out here can have something.
Yeah, like him in like a rec center.
Yeah, we definitely working on something like that. But him with basketball, man, he's a monster.
Yeah.
Like,
was he still playing or coaching or anything? Was he doing like
playing? So COVID. This is the time around COVID.
Yeah, I remember.
He came back. He was over in Germany at the time playing ball. He had to come home, so he came home because of COVID. We needed him home. That incident happened. He was going to go back.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he played for a couple teams over there in England. He played for Cheshire.
That kind of make it a little sour water.
Man, look, he got drafted from college to my D League, to my Lakers. He got drafted to the D League, the Lakers D League team. He decided he wasn't gonna stay over there because it was too many people in his position. So it's like, all right, let me go make some money.
Let me go do something.
Yeah. So
that's when he went overseas.
Yeah.
Decision to go overseas. That's pretty dope. I don't think people understand, like, you still got to be good to go overseas. And you got to understand that you can still make a decent salary overseas, maybe even sometimes more than
people would in NBA. Yeah, real talk. And get a way bigger recognition, a way bigger fan base.
And a way more, a different culture of a fan base. You know what I'm saying? The fan base is different over there. You know what I mean?
It's like, because he got a family over in England still that's still, like,
represent.
Yeah, to the fullest. Yeah. It's a white family.
Yeah.
So it's like that showed the love that.
Do you think they're racist over there?
No.
It don't seem like it, right?
Nah, not to me.
And is that Germany? Is that like UK type? Germany, UK, and then it's Germany, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it's a little different. But
everything is different, but he experienced
All that. Yeah.
everything over
They
there.
got more experience than we can talk
We
about.
definitely do.
All right. Shout out to your family. Rest in peace to your brother and all that. You know, like I said, he had to be a good dude for the response to us.
Yeah, he packed out the gym. Only person that you know, he packed out the gym playing basketball. He packed out the gym for his funeral.
So let's talk men's mental health. How do you feel like is men's mental health discussed? It's we just got out of today the first, so we just left out of men's mental health awareness month.
Yeah.
That was just past month, the past 30 days. We into the new month now. So what's up with like men's mental health? Is it do men discuss it? Is it how you feel about it?
See, how we, as me and I'll say me and my friends, how we discuss or how we handle our men's mental health, we talk amongst each other.
Mhm.
So, or friends that have been through the same thing, or even friends that you could definitely confide in. That's how men I see. We don't go through therapy, even though people say we should. But it just, as a black man, it's hard to open up to someone that you don't know, for one,
Mhm.
that haven't been through anything you've been through, for two.
Mhm.
And that's just my perspective. I can't, like I said, I can't speak for anybody else, but that's my perspective.
So like is that your like form of therapy, like talking to your brothers and your comrades, and is that it?
I mean, yeah, honestly, like,
You only could talk to other men, basically.
I mean, I could talk to female friends. Yeah, definitely. Like, if I
So
have
there
a
is
female
some females that you could actually talk to about men's mental health.
friend. Yeah, there are some out there.
Absolutely. Ain't real solid.
Yes, there are
For
definitely
the
some
women to
females.
be able to, put their emotions to the side and actually, help a man deal with what he's going through
Mhm.
is a gift in his own, because so much that they deal with. So if you could put your stuff to the side to help me get through my stuff, that's pretty much a good gift. So that goes for men and women.
Yeah,
But if
shout out
a
to
woman
the
can do it,
women.
yeah, shout out to the women that can do that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers that understand men's mental health, that support their brothers and uplift their brothers
Definitely.
at hard times, You kind of answered a little bit, but who can men talk to? You said some women, but
Just whoever they feel comfortable.
yeah. Do men feel comfortable
No, not all the time.
talking to?
No, not all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it gotta probably be like a moment, or it just was like, all right, me and you known each other long enough. I could be like, yo, you know what, yo, hear me out on this real quick.
Yeah.
Give me your perspective.
Yeah.
Let me see what's going on in your head about this situation. See
Yeah.
how let me add it up real quick.
There's very few women I can talk to about what I'm going through because they don't really care. You know what I'm saying? And that's just saying that women don't care. It's just I wouldn't talk to nobody that wouldn't care anyway. If I'm talking to you, I know you have to care.
Exactly.
I'm divulging private information. I'm being vulnerable, and as a man, you don't really want to feel vulnerable.
Hell no.
So I understand like when women don't want to feel vulnerable, you know what I'm saying? But it's a little different with men and women. Like I might not want to feel vulnerable to you.
Yeah.
You feel me? But I might want to feel vulnerable to a woman because, I might want her closer to me than I might be closer with you.
Yeah, it's a
but
difference.
you might need divulging information to you. You probably gonna be definitely more understanding. I can tell you basically anything. I know your whole fucking life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard doing a podcast knowing you facing somebody that you can't lie in front of. They know you your whole way of life. You got it's basically being held accountable, for what you say and do. So I guess, man, I admit, you can talk to some women, you can talk to men, you can talk to a therapist. You feel me? When I go to therapy, I like talking to people that have nothing to do with what I got to do. I talk to a fucking Mexican, I talk to a white person, I talk to a male, female, I talk to a UK, British London.
Anybody that ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah,
with
you got nothing because I don't want to ask. I don't want you to relate.
Okay.
I don't want you to sympathize with me. Oh my God, this girl is too tough.
Come on.
He said that's my Essex County baby. Don't worry about it. She alright. Hey, tough as nails. Yeah, I don't like talking to somebody that can relate. I don't want you to be simple. I want you to give it to me raw.
So
I want you to be like, what the fuck are you thinking, buddy?
That has no.
Think I'm like, what is this? You're a gangbanger? You sold drugs?
Hey.
What?
See, I understand that.
Hold on. You were in a penitentiary.
Yeah, cause that one right there.
It's like, yo, because they're gonna give you. I'm not scared.
Yes, don't sugarcoat shit.
I want to get the raw, cause
raw dog.
Why would you want that? As like, why would you want that? Even if it hurts, why would you want it?
See, but I want someone that has been through it, because they have been through it. So I want you to tell me.
Yeah, but I want why would you want somebody to be raw? See, we was talking about the raw. If it was to be like that, why would you want somebody to give it to you raw and uncut? Not necessarily a therapist, because you said that ain't your style. But if somebody is raw and uncut, why would somebody like that? Like from your side, and I'm gonna get into why I fuck with that. Why would you think somebody will fuck with raw, just straight up?
Because if that's somebody that you fuck with, they're not gonna be fake with you.
So, you know, I like it raw and uncut because I really want to change. Like I really want to hear what's wrong.
Yes.
I don't want to hear I understand, I see, I know somebody. I want to hear this is fucked up. You shouldn't do this. We don't do this. You're doing that because of what? What's making you do that?
Yeah.
That's what's making you do that? Well, when we do this, we do this to not do that. You're like, oh, that's what y'all do? Well, I would have never known because everybody I know does this. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody I know do this. So that's another way to go about things that I would never know because we ain't the same. Like, you know, you never notice. I don't really hang with street niggas and shit like that. You ever notice? You don't either. Yeah, I noticed that too. Now that I said it out loud, you don't really hang with street niggas like that either. You know what I'm saying? But I never did. You the street nigga out your guy. Like I'm the nigga.
I'm one of them, so it's like.
And I don't even like saying like street nigga.
More?
I don't really like saying
Mommy, get over there.
You too. Over there. I'll be right there.
I don't like saying street niggas. No, I don't necessarily say street. I just be like, you know, I like to say fearless. You feel what I'm saying? Like I like to say fearless because it ain't necessarily, it don't got shit to do with street shit.
No,
sometimes
it's just got to do with life shit.
Life shit. But it could be street shit too.
I mean, it's all around shit. Cause,
it's all around shit.
Because you got life shit, street shit.
All the shit.
Political shit.
Shit.
Shit, literally. Like,
oh, that's good, that's good. Alright, since you got your doing in your lap, man, let's get into like being a girl dad. They running around here. They running the podcast. They telling us what to do.
Word. Come here, lad.
Come
on. Let's add the other one.
Yeah, bring on in.
Come on. Come around this way.
Come this way. Yeah. Right up in front. Come on. Stand right up in there with your dad. So you a girl dad, you know?
Yeah, man. This one.
How old is this?
Wait, Lonnie. How old are you, lad? How old are you? 3.
3. I'm about to say, dang.
Come on.
I thought I was first.
I'm about to say,
I
got you. Listen, no. She's 3, and she will be 2 June 16th.
Don't be rushing it, girl. Slow down.
Yeah, slow down.
Stay small and stay little and stay cute as long as you can.
Yeah. So being a girl dad is it's like I love it. It's different.
What's the good thing about give the best thing about it and give the hardest thing about it. I don't want to say the worst. I would say the hardest thing. So the best thing about being a girl dad and then the hardest.
The best thing about being a girl dad is being an active father in these girls' lives.
Yeah. They being a little more. They're a little needy. They really little women, if you ain't noticed.
Yeah, and we don't see a lot of women that have had their fathers in their lives. So we need to see that.
Yeah, so you need to be there so you can mold them a little different.
Yeah.
So they have understanding of men, you know.
The proper men.
Yeah, the men
Not
like their
just any men,
dads.
yeah, like
They have understanding of all men. You know,
any type of man. Because
any type of man, because you're going to tell them about it.
yes, I'm going to make sure they know about all of them.
That's it. You got it. All right. Yeah. The best thing about being a girl dad is, for me, is they made me soft. I was hard as hell when I came home from jail. I was tough on people because I was too hard, and I was in jail. I didn't even think I was coming home. for a long time. If I did, so it's like,
Hold on, Mama.
it's like I was
We'll play real quick.
I was too hard. I was too tough.
Yeah.
I ain't had no feelings and emotions. I was coming off gang banging. I was fresh off deaning and just being around in an institution. I was institutionalized. You know, I don't mind admitting that. Like, I ain't had no feelings and emotions. This is what it is. This is what it ain't. Get out of here. Like, the feelings and emotions and dealing with women that had that, I kind of was getting away from that because, you know, I don't have feelings and emotions like you. So you're trying to get something out of me. You're not going to get that out of me. You're going to get something negative because you're coming at me negative to get what you want. And what you want ain't what I got. I got something else. And it ain't for you. So don't get it out. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to have to go somewhere else because it ain't for you. You know, I got self-control and I got discipline, which means I ain't never going to do what you want me to do. I'm going to pack my shit and go over here. You know, I go take that shit out in the gym or I go take that shit out
anywhere else.
I take the shit out on anything else than you. It might be your daddy or your brother or your cousin.
Yeah, never.
Hey, you never know, but it ain't gonna be you.
It ain't gonna be you.
It ain't gonna be you.
So that they taught me patience. That's boy.
Yeah, so the best thing is patience, dealing with women, learning women. My daughters teach me women.
Yeah.
Because they is little women.
Bro.
They more women than women. Huh? Did I say something?
Can you preach?
Huh?
Preach.
Because to be honest, is you ready for it?
Say it. Go
So
ahead.
can I talk to him?
Talk to him.
So, I feel like my toddlers is women. I feel like these women is toddlers.
I feel me. Because listen, they don't know what it is.
They don't talk to them. They don't know what is.
Nothing.
Get deep into it.
They don't know what life is. They don't know what a man is. They don't know what.
So how are they ladies? How are they learning? How are they crossing their legs more than women?
Yo, because
how are they
my girls
knowing?
do that.
How are they know when to be ashamed? And they my daughters. I'm talking about. I'm watching my daughters doing this at 2. They hold my hand. They know when I'm gonna hold my daddy across the street.
Yes.
I know my daddy going.
I know daddy gonna do this for me. I know
They're
ladies.
You know, you take your daughters to the bathroom and stuff like that, right? How do they act?
Yes, indeed. They act proper.
When they make mistakes or they have mistakes on themselves, how do they act? They embarrassed.
They're embarrassed. Like,
Shit, these women ain't even embarrassed out here no more. These grown women ain't embarrassed no more about it.
but you wanna know why?
Wow.
'Cause look who's there in their lives. That means nobody was in their lives. Because we're in our girls' lives.
And I noticed like my girls are more ashamed in front of their dads. Do you notice that? They fear us too. Like they listen to us.
Cause they moms be telling me too. Like, yo, hold on, do they really do this?
No.
No. I ain't gotta worry about that.
Yeah, they be in line. You know what? I think fathers are the discipline, and I think mothers don't understand that.
It's just our demeanor, the way we carry ourselves, regardless.
It's being a man.
Regardless.
So just our presence alone, you know, when they
carries
say,
weight.
So when they say, "Oh, fathers don't got to do much," do you agree?
We have to do more.
You see, we have to do more as far as what?
Look. Technically, we don't have to do much.
That's that. So so do you? So when listen to the question, when they say, "Father, you don't even have to do that much as a father," do you agree? As a father, think about it. What you said. When they say a father don't have to do much,
When they
do
say
you agree?
I ain't gotta do much. Man, yes we do. Like
I must look. Go ahead. Go into yours, and I'm gonna say what I gotta say.
yes we do, because we gotta be men regardless. That's a lot itself.
Just being a real man.
That's
Being a stand-up
being
man.
a stand-up, solid
Man, it's hard.
It's hard. And then
Do you think these women can be stand-up solid dudes?
No.
So, do you think women understand what it is to be a stand-up solid dude? Do they know what that is?
No.
What is a stand-up solid dude? We gotta get back into this. We gotta get back to this topic. We're going on topic, but you getting somewhere. You spit something. What is a stand-up solid dude? Me. So you're an example of a stand-up solid dude?
Yes.
I believe so. You know, I'm an example of a stand-up solid dude. We're not perfect.
Nah, I'm not perfect.
You're not perfect.
But
And
I'm gonna try my
you
best.
called me out on my shit before. I called you out on your shit before plenty of times over the years. Correct? Am I right?
Yes. That we fixed each other's.
Absolutely.
You got to be able to take constructive criticism.
So like I said, so you can say over these years you have constructive criticized me and you have accepted criticism from me.
Correct.
Over the years that we known each other.
Correct.
I like that. Like that, man. So for them niggas out there that be acting like punk ass, pussy ass niggas that I know since I was kids, and you can't be accountable. I knew him since I was a teen too.
If you
And
call
he blood, and he blood.
Word up.
And look, and I ain't like him at first. And that's how a lot of
That's how a
people
lot of
I ain't
shit
like at
started.
first.
Yeah, a lot of
I ended up
shit
being real good friends with him. And like he said, we held each other accountable. Nobody's perfect, no mistakes. So if you can't be held accountable as a man by your brother, I don't think you really.
Yeah, you're not. Because listen, yes, ma'am. You can't listen. You can't do anything to someone that's close to you. So if a person is this close to you, and you feel like you got to get real aggressive because he's telling you about yourself.
And if you do feel like you gotta get aggressive, we gonna fight.
Yeah, that at that point.
And then after that, what we gonna do? We just gonna forget about what we was fighting about?
Get over with and get back to if that's. But if it ever gets to that level of friendship, like man, listen, we gonna duke it out. All right, we gonna duke it out. Then we gonna drink afterwards.
Yeah, I'll say this.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
had to say. That's why I shut up because I wanted to see if you would say what I would say, even though I already knew. Even though I already knew, I knew you would say what I had to say because I've been around you for years, and it applies to me and you. That's what I respect about you. We saying that in front of each other, and it applies to each other.
Exactly.
So I'm saying, and you saying to me, and I'm saying to you, nigga, you my man. But if we gotta get it shaken, we gonna get it shaken. Nigga, wipe your shit off, get your shit together,
And let's go.
and let's get it back because it's a bigger picture. If we gotta. If you feel like you that masculine, you gotta get that physical. You gotta get physical about it. Let's get physical, and then let's still get to the root of the problem.
Because listen, we
Because that's deflecting the shit. You ain't gonna deflect it. Look, I'm gonna fight you, and then we gonna say, yo, back to what I was saying.
What we talking about?
And if you want to fight again, we can fight again. Because we're trying to get to the root of the problem, bro.
Yeah.
And the root of the problem ain't be fighting.
And it definitely not.
That's nothing to me.
This is meager shit.
Just around. So being a girl dad is great. I love it. I see you enjoy it. It kicks our ass.
It kicks our ass.
It's hard being a man, a stand-up guy. It's hard being a black father.
Yes.
But you doing it, I'm doing it. You know, let's talk accountability. You know, let's get into you first. And hold yourself accountable on Blacshēp podcast. Dude, let's look, get into accountability and then hold yourself accountable on Blacshēp podcast for people to see what holding yourself accountable is like, so people can see you doing it yourself. And let's give an example of accountability, and I'll go after you.
Ooh.
That's hard, right? You like that?
Yeah, because
It's tough.
nah, I'm just say, what, like, all right, so would this gun charge thing be?
Yeah, let's go. That's
All right,
perfect.
all
That's
right, so
perfect.
the gun charge
That's
thing.
perfect. Because I don't really know how the details. So hold yourself accountable for everybody. You know, I'm pretty sure people call you stupid. Because I would call you stupid because, you know, I wouldn't think you need to roll around with guns from the way you carry yourself. That's just off my perspective from the way you carry. I wouldn't think that.
Alright.
I don't know what you went through. I don't know what
Nah.
transpired. But you give my perspective. I wouldn't think that. So when I hear, yo, you going down for a gun charge, it make me mad. Because I'm like, what the fuck doing with guns? Like, I don't roll around with guns.
Yeah, I'm
But if I had to protect myself, I wouldn't give a damn.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? That's another thing. If my brother's saying I had to protect myself or I was into something, you feel me? Yeah, pull it back a little bit. There you go. Balance. Watch that nozzle right there to make sure it's on the no. Take that back leg off of it. Yep. And make sure that front leg is on top of it. The front leg on top.
Okay.
All right, now we're good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is the back legs so front? Oh, let me get it.
I feel so.
I got it. Nope. What was I saying?
So
Oh yeah,
That's
hold
just
yourself
what-
accountable. Like if your life was in jeopardy, so you ain't even got to get into all that detail. I'm just telling you how I felt. Whether you don't got, I wouldn't get into all those details.
All right, no, yeah.
What I'm saying is that's just how I felt without knowing no details. Why would he get some dumb shit like that? Like my man, that's just my perspective. You know what I'm saying? Hold yourself accountable for everybody. With accountability to you.
like you said, I don't carry nothing around. I don't do all that. There was no need. But safety precautions, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a military nigga, so I'm a military nigga. So if I feel as though I needed to do it, I needed to do it.
So how hold yourself accountable as far as what did people say? Were people upset about it? The consequences.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Let's get into the consequences. Yeah, you accept it. That's what it is. But what
Everybody-
happened? What did you have to deal with? What happened? Would you have to lay down? You had to deal with people on your ass. People had to sit you. Like, get into that shit.
So Yeah, everybody, oh, why you walking around? And I'm like, man, listen, it is what it is. Like, people upset. Like, it's not you. That's not what you're doing. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, I got to do what I got to do. I had to, I felt like it was a threat towards my life, even if it wasn't. So what? So now I got to go to court, drop money, you know what I'm saying, on lawyers and shit like that.
How did the family hold you accountable? Was the embarrassment? Was they hurt? The time? How much time on
everything? Yeah, it hurt bad because, you know, I just lost my brother. Now I'm going to jail for a year. On some
lucked up on that too, by the way.
Yeah, you know, cause
get into that too.
I ain't really luck up on it because I don't get caught up with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking
about as far as the consequences and repercussions.
Yeah,
everybody else.
Like the time. Yeah, but you have to do your homework.
Yeah.
You have to make sure you talk to your lawyers.
Yeah.
You gotta fight. You gotta make sure y'all do what y'all gotta do, cause if it's your first time, you could get what I got. I got a 3 with a 1.
Yeah. They not giving 3 with the 1s no more. Oh, for the first time, that was your first charge, like really ever, your first dirt, and that's what makes it bad. Cause now you really recorded. We gonna get into felonies and all that.
So I can't get caught illegally no more. But now with the laws and everything, they about to say felons can get their gun license back. All right, mine wasn't a violent crime, so therefore.
Yeah,
that's another.
They're getting into that. You know, some felons are actually beating gun charges because of the right to bear arms for non-violent criminals. They passed laws January 2025 in the state of New Jersey, which is a very strict gun law state, that you can actually have a legally licensed weapon in your place of business and in your home. So January 2025, you can legally have a license, as of this year, a licensed weapon in the place of home and business, you know, and that's good for winning for the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, that's a good
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, and they're fighting for felons who have non-violent charges like myself and Vaughn to actually be able to bear arms again.
Yeah, so that's what
you know,
like, and I would like, I had my gun license already. It was just at the time had something.
So did you pay your debt to society?
Oh, I paid my debt to society.
Did you pay your debt to your baby mamas and how did your mama take it, man? You know what I'm saying?
She was, you know what I mean? She was upset that her son had to go do that. I mean, her eldest son had to go do something, but she understood that I understood. I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
She knew she raised a solid young man, so I went in there, sat down. I was good.
Yeah.
You know me. Didn't have to worry about nothing. Came home. And, you know, I'm back home and
back with the girls.
Back with my girls and just about to get life ready for them.
Yeah. All right. Accountability for me, I'm going to use my children. I'm going to use my children for accountability. Everybody know, like, that jail shit and I did that a couple times. That street shit, gang banging, drug dealing. I'm accountable for all that because I don't even do it no more.
Yeah.
Like, you'll never catch me banging on nobody. You'll never catch me selling the drugs. I got all the plugs in the world. You know, I know everybody, and I just wouldn't do it because I learned my lesson. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to even sell drugs to my people no more. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to put no pistols down on my people no more. I don't want to hurt my people no more. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying that I ever did, but that's just not something I ever agreed with anyway. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't sell drugs to my people to pollute my people. I just wanted a couple dollars.
You know?
You feel what I'm saying? And
I didn't realize that was green.
I didn't realize what I was doing was actually, you know, polluted. Even just by being a gang member, I influenced so many people to want to be a gang member. I didn't even know. So people like, yo, Big Crip. I'm like, I ain't never called myself Big Crip until people started calling me that. So I'm like, damn. I mean, I influenced people. A lot of people. And that's when I start even changing that gang shit. Like, you stop promoting that. Like,
yeah, because when you did the clothing, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that was a good
it was good. It was good promotion. It was for Nipsey, you know. That's really what I did it for, to not use his face or character, but to pay homage and respect to somebody that I like how he rock. I don't even listen to his music. I never listen to his music because I just like how he rock. So I just never wanted to listen to his music. So I listened to a few songs, but I never downloaded it. If somebody play it, I listen. And I just like him. I like his interviews. I like him as a person. I like how his family talk about him. You know, but I'm gonna hold myself accountable with the kids, you know, and what that is, like, I had a plethora. I had multiple kids at once, you know.
Yeah.
I necessarily wasn't sleeping with all the women at once, but I was back to back. You feel what I'm saying? So, although I tested myself and although I was being safe, it's still a dangerous game, and I hold myself accountable for that. And I hold myself accountable for being a father. After the tests come back and they say, you the dad,
You
know,
gotta,
I go to the gristle for this shit. Like, I work hard. You know, I spend all my dollars on my kids. I spend all my time, my free time, I spend it with my kids. I change my whole life. You know, I could move somewhere and be a famous person and make $1 million. But I make the sacrifice to stay home and be with these kids because that's what I wanted when I was a kid. I want my father to be there for me every step of the way. So I ain't gonna be at the top of my career now because I made the sacrifice to stay and do what I gotta do with them, and it pay off. And my kids is real close. Like, they don't play about Big Daddy. And you know, I understand from a mother's perspective, like as we kind of do got it easy if we are present. And that's not easy alone because sometimes the mothers don't want us present. So that's not easy. That means you're forcing yourself to be present. I mean, you're fighting something just to do something that's supposed to be natural.
But that's why I say
no, that's what I get what you said, and I deal with that, and that's what break niggas. It's like buck breaking. You know,
it is.
It's buck breaking. I want to let y'all know what buck breaking is. Buck breaking is like, you know, just giving somebody, just putting somebody through the ringer. You feel what I'm saying? You know, and that's what our oppressors do to us. That's what slave masters do to us. That's what they do to y'all. You know, and I'm talking to ladies. You know, ladies got it rough. Y'all get buck broken, but you can't turn and do it to your partner. You can't do it to the person who's supposed to support you, because now you buck breaking me. Or this is what I gotta consider, Vaughn. This is what goes over our heads. Because we different type of men, and we don't fuck with them type of men, and if we hold them type of men accountable, that is men like that too. And it's a lot of them.
And it's a lot of them.
So
that's weird.
So now I'm sitting with you. I'm sitting with my man. I know if we somewhere, I ain't even gotta talk much with you because we on the same page. But now we thinking, say we in a group of 20. I'm looking at you, thinking about the group of 20 we might be in. We might just say fuck all them niggas. Like, to be honest, because
we already know what type of time we on. We ain't gotta vet nobody else. We ain't gotta do none of that.
And that goes with militants. Now, I ain't go to the army,
but it don't matter.
I was in the streets of hard knocks, and I went to war. And I'm still here. Exactly. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They don't understand. Like, you know, when you see that Chirac war and all that, and you see them kids and they saying they got all that shit. That shit real.
That shit is
it's
real.
A real war.
It really go on out there.
War. Like, it's not real to y'all because y'all ain't.
Y'all haven't experienced it.
But it's real and it's stupid. I'm not sitting here glorifying it. I'm just saying that it's real to the people that engulf themselves in that life. You feel me? And I'm accountable for that too. So I'm accountable for being a gang member, a drug dealer. I'm accountable for having multiple children by multiple different mothers. I'll never get up here and bash my baby mothers as far as their motherhood, because I really think they do good as motherhood. Like, in motherhood, I just think it's hard as co-parenting.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just something that we're getting there. And at this moment right now, I'm alright with my baby mothers. All of them.
Both mine, we good.
So he got multiple baby mothers. I got multiple baby mothers. And at this moment, we can say right now that we good with our baby mothers. So for them niggas that got one and y'all suckers and y'all don't get y'all kids and y'all don't see y'all kids.
Yeah, y'all niggas is weird.
Y'all weird. You feel me? But let's move on, because let's finish up. Let's get into this felony shit. Like, how this shit, are you a felon now? I got one felon. I got a federal felony. You got a state felony. We both got a single felony. How hard is it for you being a felon now that you home? Like, what's up with it?
I mean, it's difficult.
Yeah.
Before
it was hard.
I mean, yo, not even. I ain't even gonna shoot. Before it wasn't hard for me. I was good. Like, 'cause I got forklift driving skills. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't hard for you as a black man before?
Not because before I had a felony. Before I had a felony, yeah, I was good.
Okay.
Because I had talents, I had skills, I had shit that I was good at.
Okay.
So now that felony jumped into play, and now I see a big ass difference. It's like, oh, nigga, no, they're saying no every
job. Even though they say we accept felons, they still say no. And that's what I don't think people understand, that just because they accept felons, are you going to pick the felon over the person who's not the felon? So, all right, they both got the same things, felon or no felon. Now, some jobs get enticed to take felons because they get checks for it, they get incentive for it, they get insurance covering, thefts or anything. So, it could be like that. So, continue on. I mean, interrupt as you run. Uh-oh.
Go see Grandpa.
There she go.
Go see Papa. Tell him mommy here.
Yeah, she pulled up. She got, oh man, she must think she about to be on camera. She got the shades on. She got the window rolled down like this, waiting to excel. Look, and I know her, that's my girl too. We real tight. I fuck with her heavy. I always, and he know I fuck with it. If I see his baby moms in the street, I'm gonna show him love. Whether he beefing with him or not, I'm gonna show him love because I know what it's like. Feel what I'm saying? I'm gonna show them respect. It's more of respect.
It's a respect.
We're gonna look out for them. We're gonna make sure they good and all that. But yeah, she pulled up with the window cracked down, the shades on, like just waiting to excel. Like she threw some daggers, but it's really all love. I that's my people's right there too. It's just hilarious, you know.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, get back into felony. Like you said, it's hard.
So yeah, man, being a felon and
Do you got it?
For
Do
the
you,
black
do you
man.
give it to easy with your friends that do got that going on?
yeah,
Yeah.
they good. We connect well. They help me out in certain situations.
Kai, come on. Come here.
It's always a one hand watch the other thing.
Yeah.
You know, I live off of it's who you know, not what you know.
So when you look at the fellas, do you like you shooting your niggas more bail now?
When I can.
When you can.
When I can.
I'm tough on niggas. I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, you ain't go to that job and you like get the fuck out of here. Nigga.
Nah.
I be tough on my niggas.
Nah.
Even if we ain't gonna get the job, now you know what I mean. Interviews I go to.
You
and
want
get
to
it.
know? Nah, I can't.
I get discouraging.
Cause I've been telling people a lot, all the time. Go through it. A lot of people deny this, but I cut a lot of people off. So I got my friends to tell me, yo, go do this, go do that, make sure you do this. I'm on this.
It's hard for me without a felony to get a job sometimes because I didn't have the skills, like you said. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I was more like I was an earner, so I was thinking about hustling. You know what I mean? So now I might have to get more skills. Like now I have to do some training as I work. I gotta go get it harder now. So I'm glad you discussed that. So get all this training you could get. If you get unemployment, you got all that shit for free. If you ain't got no job, go down to welfare and they'll give you everything just to go get the shit. You feel me? A lot of niggas don't know they could get the shit.
Yeah, like they need to start reading. They need to start.
I be putting a lot of people on Medicaid and
Yeah, I need
food
to
stamps,
people need to start viewing other people's stories and.
Drop that.
Kari, you can't eat that. Come here, Kari, bring that here.
She said 3 second rule. She got it quick too. She tried to look, Essex County baby. Essex County baby. Look. Hey look. Hey listen. I'm Essex County baby too, so I ain't judging. I actually feel her. I'm like right here. I'm watching her. I'm like, yo.
I would have did it myself.
Look, my babies ain't even Essex County babies.
And they did it. Listen.
Look, so you look. So you see, I'm checking her out. You see, I'm checking her out because I'm looking at her. And how old is she?
She about to turn 2.
My girl's about to be 5. She tough as nails.
I'm telling you, nigga. I'm telling you.